Hey guys, it's Michelle. So a lot of you have been messaging and commenting on all my videos, which I love. I really do. I really like hearing from you guys. I've been trying to respond more to comments and messages. Um, Usually it's comments, and I never really know what to say because a lot of you guys are just like, "Oh my God, you are so awesome. I love your videos," and like, I want to be like, "Oh my God, thank you," to each and every one of them, but I just feel like it's so impersonal. I don't know. If you guys feel hurt that I don't say something to every comment, I'm sorry. I can do more of that if you want. um, but because you guys have been so awesome and asking me so many questions, I've decided I think I'm gonna do like a startup, like how to start being a transsexual guide, like just the basics of starting your transition, the things that you'll need, the things that I recommend anyway that made my transition a whole lot easier. So this video is going to be a focus on makeup. Um, I am not going to necessarily like put the makeup on, like because I'm already wearing makeup, um, because there's so many YouTube tutorials that have much more in-depth, better information than I do. So if you need to know like how to apply foundation or how to put on your eyeliner or eyeshadow, you can like search for any of that on YouTube. That's how I found most of my stuff. But I am going to tell you what I think you need um, to start your makeup. Um, and they're just a few basic things. You don't have to, you can get all of this at a drugstore, like Walmart. Like I get most of my stuff at like Walmart or Target. Once you get better at makeup, you can start to branch out to like nicer brands and then go to, stores like Sephora. Um, if you really, I mean, you can go to like MAC, you can go to, uh, there's just lots of big places, I'm sorry, that I can't think of. Oh, like Smashbox or um, Urban Decay. I'm telling you, there's so many really nice brands out there, but you do not need to be spending $50 on a foundation if you do not know what you're doing with it. And I wear mostly drugstore stuff. I mean, I do buy nicer eyeshadows and stuff if I feel like it, but typically it's more about how you apply it and less about what you're putting on your face. I'll show you. So, things you're gonna need. After you get out of the shower and you've washed your face and you shaved, and I might do a video on skincare. In fact, we'll just see. I'll see how this video and a couple others go. But after you do that, you need to moisturize your face right before you put on makeup. It is going to help the makeup apply better to your face. It's going to help avoid any kind of flaking or cracking of your makeup. And I just use like Lubriderm. Like this is super duper advanced therapy, deeply hydrates extra dry skin. I last winter, I think it's a combination of it being winter. I think hormones affected it and the medications that I'm on for acne. Now, as you can see, they're obviously working, so that's great. But last winter, like my skin got super dry. I used to have really oily skin, but I don't know, that kind of went away. So this is awesome. I actually would not recommend using this like on your eyes. Like the more like read about makeup and moisturizers and stuff, you really should get like an eye cream to put on your eyes. But I'm cheap, so I'm just like, yeah, this will work. But hydrate your whole face, and then you can apply foundation. Now, you really need to choose a moisturizer and a foundation that's going to match your skin type. There are many different skin types and combinations of skin types. There, you can have dry skin, you can have super duper dry skin, you can have normal skin. For you lucky people with normal skin, you can pretty much wear just about any kind of foundation, and you would just need like a normal moisturizer. If you have oily skin, you still need to moisturize. Don't think that just because you have oily skin that you shouldn't moisturize. If you have oily skin, if you moisturize, then your face will produce less excessive oils because you're already giving it moisture. So, find a moisturizer and a foundation that fits your skin type. Like I said, you can have combination, like I probably have combination normal to dry skin during the winter, and I'm not sure yet, but as it gets hotter out, I'll see if my skin gets oilier, like when it's hotter. And then I'll have combination like oily, normal skin. And I'm sorry if this sounds really confusing. I promise you when you're looking at it, once you figure out your skin type, it's easy. So, if you have dry skin, I would suggest a liquid foundation. And there's lots of different liquid foundations. This is one I use. I've stopped using this. I use a tinted moisturizer now. I'm telling you, there are tons and tons of products, and there is no one right way to do makeup. You can really mix and match what you're doing and find what really works for you. I know that doesn't sound very helpful, and it didn't when I was first learning makeup, but once you experiment more and figure out what works for you, really, the possibilities are endless once you know what you're doing. So this is just a liquid foundation from Revlon. This is Revlon Color Stay, and this is for normal/dry skin. So this worked perfect for me. If you have oily skin, I would suggest getting a powder foundation because then it will absorb any of the extra oils. But if you have like really dry skin and there are some powder foundations that are formulated for dry skin, but starting out, just go ahead and get like a cheap foundation. Even this is a little expensive for a drugstore one. This is about $10. CoverGirl is pretty good. It's usually cheaper. I am so warm right now. I'm so sorry about me being so fidgety, but it's so warm. And like I said, I'm not going to really show you how to apply foundations, but if you're using a liquid foundation, and this would be if you have dry skin or even normal skin, like I said, normal skin, you can pretty much just try a whole bunch of different foundations. If you're using this, I would suggest either using a makeup sponge, and you can get these also at Walmart in a pack of like 30 for like under $3, I'm pretty sure. And you just put the foundation on here and apply it. Just as a tip, I would honestly suggest applying your moisturizer with one of these sponges first, before you put makeup on it, because the moisture from your lotion will help. It will like absorb into this, and then the sponge will absorb less of your foundation, so that you get more of the foundation out of it. And then I would apply that. And then, if you're using a liquid foundation, I would then powder. Because if you use a liquid foundation, you have to set it with a powder. Because otherwise it'll just melt off your face. Really, there's all kinds of different powders. I got this at Walmart for like $5. I use it every day. It's awesome. It just comes with a little powder puff. It smells pretty alright. And like I said, I would suggest looking up YouTube tutorials on like how to apply foundation, how to apply powder, and there's a whole lot of information out there. If you are using powder, after you moisturize, just take your powder foundation. I don't know if you could actually use this as a foundation. It says you can. I don't really know. I would probably get like CoverGirl or Revlon. They have powder foundations. I would try that. And then you would just put that all over your face. So you have your moisturizer, you have your foundation, and you have your powder. Then I would also suggest, like a blush of some kind. You like a blush. Also a blush brush. I would suggest, you don't need a lot of brushes starting out, just some basics. So this would apply, your blush. For your eyes, and this is probably the hardest part of makeup, is doing your eyes, but I promise you it's so easy after you keep practicing. And like I said, you really need to check for tutorials on this. But my suggestion to you, starting out your transition, is get like a neutrals palette. Like a neutrals palette's gonna have like light browns, some dark browns, some like flesh tones, off-whites, just because they are easier to work with. Like, you don't really want to start with like bright colors. You want to look as natural as possible, and then when you want to start like amping your look up and doing some ridiculous smoky eyes for the club, then you can play with that. But start with like a neutrals palette. This is from Maybelline, right? Right? Maybelline? Yeah, Maybelline. And this palette's called Sun Baked Neutrals. This might even be like there's a lot of metallic colors in here, which metallics look good on everybody, but if you can find a palette that just has like matte neutral tones, like there's no shimmer to them, that would be best. And then I would just get a few different brushes for your eyes. You might want like a liner brush. You will want just like a domed shape kind of. Here's what they do in makeup tutorials. They'll put this up so you can see it. This is like a dome shaped brush, which is great for like working in your crease. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, look up YouTube tutorials on how to do like daily makeup or a neutral smoky eye, a brown smoky eye, like daily makeup wear. Just watch those tutorials. They will totally show you what to do. And like I got these brushes, like I think this one came in a set from Target, Sonia Kashuk. How do you say that? Yeah, Kashuk. I got this one at Walmart. It's just an eyeliner. It just says eyeliner on it. I don't even know if there's a brand. This is a Revlon brush. I freaking love this brush. I use it for everything. You might also, for applying foundation, honestly, the sponge works great, but they also have like, and I got this at Walmart too, like foundation brushes like this. This is for concealer, these tinier little brushes, and then this would be for foundation. Concealer, you know what, I think I would also suggest getting a concealer, because the concealer covers up like any blemishes or red marks, or even like bags under the eyes, or like dark spots. Watch a tutorial on concealer work and you'll know what to do. And that goes on, well, it depends. You can sometimes put concealer on before your foundation or after your foundation. I typically do it before. I mean, there's lots of steps. You can really do a lot with your makeup. But just for basic stuff, I would suggest a foundation, neutral eyes, a few brushes, a blush, and then you'll also want eyeliner, just any black or brown eyeliner, and then mascara. There's lots of different mascaras. Just start out with one that just like lengthens and thickens your eyelashes. You really, I mean, like, there are so many out there. It can totally be overwhelming, but really almost any of them are good. This is from CoverGirl, Lash Blast Fusion. It's water resistant. For your lips, you do not need a bright red lipstick. I mean, when it's like here's what bright reds are for. They are for formal events, if you want to just look a little pizzazz on your lips. But for everyday wear, do not wear a big red lip. Okay? Do not have big blue smoky eyes. Please do not. Please. The whole point of your makeup should not be to be a glamorous drag queen. I'm sorry. It needs to be to make you just... Makeup is there to enhance your natural beauty. You just want to enhance the good parts of your face and minimize the parts you want to kind of cover up. So, I would suggest like a neutral kind of light pink like this. I should probably put on some lip color right now, but whatever. Like, nothing ridiculous. It's when you start wearing like really out there makeup that people are going to start clocking you. That they're going to start knowing or start thinking, this might be a tranny and not just a girl. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then when you're taking your makeup off, I just use these little facial cleanser towelettes. It's Equate, it's off-brand, it's just, it just takes your makeup off. Make sure you do not sleep in your makeup. That will age your skin like no other. At the end of the day, just like wipe it all off. I would even suggest washing your face afterwards. This video is already 14 minutes long, but yeah, that's pretty much just like what you need for basic makeup starting your transition. I'll probably also do a video on like how to dress. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about that, but we'll do that. And I'll also do hair care and yeah. So if you have any questions, message me, comment. If this video wasn't even helpful at all, if you guys are like, thanks for listing off a bunch of shit that I don't know how to use, well, then maybe I won't do any more of these. I mean, I could do tutorials on how to apply stuff if you really want to, but really, guys, if you just like search YouTube for, makeup tutorial even, or just like foundation tutorial or any of that stuff, I mean, there is so much information out there. I mean, that's really how I did my whole transition so far anyway. So that's all I had to say for now, and I guess I'll do a how to dress tutorial. Alright guys, that's all I had to say. Bye!